What to do, people, man? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Know That Sport Podcast, man. I got my guy with me, man, a real Cowboy fan, just like me, man. My guy Jerry, man, co-host of East West Football Podcast, man. What to do, bro? How you doing?
Man, I actually watching some football right now. Right now, the actual Colts are beating the Jets 21-10. It's a Thursday night football game. Hey, I mean, shoot, it's just like the NFL, right? I mean, it's just like the NFL right now. I mean, we've seen some crazy things. We saw the Jets pull off a win last week against the Bengals, who the Bengals pulled off a crazy upset win against the Ravens. So I don't know, man. This NFL, I love it, man. I love it.
I think that Jets wrote Cincinnati ass up. I think that Jet game wrote Cincinnati ass up for real.
Yeah.
Back down to life. Not saying Cincinnati ain't good, but they winning that game there with the big head. Like you just said, They just beat Baltimore. I'm saying
and we're just coming off the trade deadline too, man. And then with all that, we have all this crazy world, this news, this is just nonstop with the NFL, man. NFL is king, man. That's why, this is the sport that we should all be paying attention to. And even when we try not to, look, big shout out to your hometown, Georgia, Atlanta. Man, you guys came away with that World Series against a Texas team, right? Because I'm from Texas. The Stros. I mean, I'm not really big on baseball, but I mean, I'll cheer for. I'll cheer for. If there's a Texas team, I'm gonna cheer for it.
Gotta cheer for that. That's how I am about the Braves. I'm not a baseball fan at all, really. But the Braves, I'm saying, I'm from Atlanta. They in the World Series. I got to cheer. They was in the World Series. I got to cheer. I'm saying, I'm glad you said that. Hats out to the Braves, man. I ain't really dwelt on it, really. To be real, but
it's crazy because that happened in a matter of one day. The NFL takes over with all the news with Odell Beckham. Literally, this is the second day that he has not reported to practice. Well, that they've excused them from practice, and then you had the tragedy with the Raiders, and then you had the trade deadline that just didn't. It wasn't a wow trade deadline, but we did see Von Miller get moved to the Rams. I think we saw him. We saw him say he fell asleep 4-4 and woke up 7-1, right? So I think that means
he's shaking it. That means he's shaking it. Nobody telling it.
So I'll tell you this: he's not the Von Miller of old, but man, you put Von Miller and Aaron Donald on the field at the same time. It's gonna be an interesting couple of games coming up pretty soon for the Rams, man.
That's the same thing I was trying. That's what I was saying the other night when we fucking with that boy Walt.
Yeah. So
they want to go back to 2015. We ain't got to go back that far. That man good enough to go one-on-one, man. So that man good enough. He gonna get one-on-one, man.
Yeah.
When they boil down to it, if Von Miller don't show out, that mean that boy Floyd gonna show out.
Yeah.
What other name Floyd? What they got? The other linebacker, the other outside linebacker.
Leonard Floyd. Yeah.
Leonard Floyd. One of them gonna show out. You see what I'm saying? Floyd was showing out before Von even got there with Don.
Yeah, true.
So what you think they're gonna do now with another Floyd on the other end? Man, please. Them folk got it, man. They got it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything that they, I mean, it seems like every season for the last 3 seasons, the Rams have been all in, but they're just showing you, man. They're all in. They're trying to get
to win right now, bro. What Tampa Bay did last year, they want to do the same thing. And I ain't just talking about winning the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay hosted the Super Bowl in their own city.
Yeah,
they won it. Boy, they want to do the same thing. They want to do that first, though. They want to get that first. When they get there, then they'll work on winning it. But boy, they try to do the same thing.
And they were the first NFL team to ever win their hosting.
So the Rams looking at it like, shit, let's keep it going. Y'all can do it while we can't.
Yeah. So let's get right into it, man. I mean, let's get into it. I mean, we're almost
season over with.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how we're literally halfway into the NFL season, and we kind of already have we can already see who's kind of leading the pack. Yeah. We've seen the power rankings out there. I'm pretty sure you have your own power rankings. We have stats right now. We know who has the best offense. We know who has the best defense right now in the NFL. So let's break it down, man. Divisionally.
Before we break it down, What are your biggest disappointment right now in these first 8 games?
That's a great question. That's a great question, actually. So my biggest disappointment right now, I would have to give it to the Cleveland Browns, but
for both sides, or just the AFC?
Just for the AFC.
Oh,
just for the AFC.
Okay.
Yeah, just for the AFC, right? And the reason why I say that is because they had a remarkable draft. They picked up some great playmakers on offense and defense in the offseason. They look like they were going to be able to just transition and kind of pick up where they left off and build off of that. And but I understand injuries take a big toll on any team, and I understand right now Baker's dealing with a shoulder labrum that he's going to need surgery in the offseason with currently right now. But you would like to see a little bit more action from the defense, right? You would like to see that defense be able to stop the run, get them takeaways to avoid putting all the pressure on the offense right at this point, right? And then we're seeing the drama with Odell Beckham Jr. Man, we're seeing statements coming out from unknown players.
They say dad.
Well, his dad too, but unknown players saying that Odell Beckham he doesn't really interact with anybody with the team.
Don't want to be
it's kind of a mess there with Cleveland. On the NFC side, I understand. I think that this is unfair, right? But Seattle Seahawks, but again, we're talking about injuries. Russell Wilson is not playing right now. Geno Smith is the man right now, but still. You still got to be able to make those plays when you need to make them. Geno has showed us recently that he can make those plays, but the Seahawks, I had them at the top of the list. I had them at the top of the list, but I had the Rams right there with them. So, right now I'm gonna have to align it right there because for the most part, the teams.
Seattle.
That was Seattle, on NFC, because for the most part, I mean. The teams that we expected to walk away with their divisions. Oh, and I think that the Chiefs also are a team that I think they're right now they're actually what
4-4.
They
4-4. They 4-4. They just got the same as the Cleveland Browns.
I was gonna say they're actually tied with I was gonna say they're last in their division, but because they're tied with the
Broncos.
With the Broncos right now. So I mean, it's a big disappointment. I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of chit chatter about Patrick Mahomes not being able to make not being able to play the ball that he's adjusted that he came into the league with. So it's a lot of things out there. What about you, man? What are some of your teams?
We on the AFC we on the same page. I don't think on the page. Only thing we different about that is you said Cleveland first. I put Kansas City first. I say Kansas City is the most bigger disappointment right now in the AFC. The reason why I put them in front of Cleveland because we could say injuries hurt the Cleveland. The last game they just played against Pittsburgh, the score was 10-15. Your defense gave up 15 points. If your defense gave up 15 points, you usually should win that game. Usually you're supposed to win that game. So the injuries really got Cleveland fucked up. So I picked Cleveland to be the top of that division. I picked Cleveland to win the division, and they got them at the bottom. But Kansas City a bigger. I'm gonna say Kansas City a bigger disappointment to me. But before the season, I said there gonna be two things that will hold Kansas City back if they can't do what they want to do. I said it was gonna be injuries, and luckily they done stayed away from the injury bug. The injury bug ain't got them that much. And I said that defense will have to goddamn. If the defense don't make no play, they ain't gonna go where they want to go. And right now, they were holding them back. The defense, they can't stop me or you.
You're right.
One thing I say about a football game, it all on NFL teams. But certain matchups, you just overmatch the other team. You just better than them. And when I see the Kansas City Chiefs play the New York Giants, and they go down to the last Y, they go down to the Y with the New York Giants. But I see the Giants play the Falcons and the score be 17-14. They let me know you got something going on down there. You got a problem. So that something ain't right. So that don't go together. So that I know they say shit change each week and whatever, but Kansas City got too much talent on offense. They let the New York Giants keep up with them. They let there be a real game with all the injury that the Giants got. They got all the and you
let me ask you a question, because this week we found out that Aaron Rodgers is not playing because he tested positive for COVID, right? And that was a big story too, right?
Well, that saved Kansas City week.
Well, what do you think? Make the prediction. I mean, because that's gonna be
on that game.
Yeah, Kansas City and the Packers, right?
They won't keep up. Green Bay gonna be able to keep up, and the reason why I say Green Bay gonna be able to keep up, because this Love first, what is name, Jordan Love. This his first rodeo, his very first rodeo, and they gonna be in Kansas City. They're gonna be real loud. So the only way I can see Green Bay winning this game, Aaron Jones dominate. I'm talking Aaron Jones he got about 150. And the Green Bay Packers defense played 2 times better than they played against Arizona. They got to play 2 times better than they played against Arizona. And the reason why I say 2 times better than they played against Arizona, because when DeAndre Hopkins was on the field, they couldn't even stop home. He messed around and pulled the house screen, and then the shit started getting easy for Green Bay. So the Aaron Rodgers move, it got Kansas City back to thinking they shaking it. You know what I'm saying? I believe they'll still make the playoffs or whatever. I ain't doubting them on that part. But
I mean, we still got a long way in the season to go.
Yeah, too, I still think they'll make the playoffs when they brought down to it. And the reason why I believe they'll still make the playoffs, because what the Raiders just went through with their boy, with Ruggs. Mm-hmm. One thing I can say, the Raiders booked the John Gruden. You know what I'm saying? They came back and booked the boy, what the tight end, he got hurt or whatever, they booked that and won. How much they gonna keep bucking? I'm saying, how much bucking they gonna keep doing? This is a big blow that just happened to them. I'm saying, a big blow physically and mentally. Because when they brought out to the John Gruden thing was real mental. I'm saying, because that was all in the organization. Everybody was talking about that. Now you got to start wide receiver finna go to prison. Did you see the video of the incident he went through?
I just don't want to see it, man. I saw pictures, and I just do not want to see it. I already saw the news. I don't want to see it.
And I saw I see the video. I see the video with him he's sitting outside the car. He's sitting outside on the street. Some lady was in his face. I don't know who the lady was. The car over there burning on fire. I said, that motherfucker burning, bro. This on everything. The car burning. The real burning. Not the shit on the tires. The whole car on fire. I said, people said the person in the car with the animal. I said, you can see how he's sitting on the ground, how he talking. He yelling out, I'm sorry, but you can hear it in his voice that he dead drunk. Man, that shit finna fuck with that whole organization, man. I can't see the Raider bouncing them back. I swear to God, I can't. Just so I don't spread the field and everything.
Yeah. I feel bad for the young man. He's 22 years old.
Yes. I'm talking about one mistake.
But I also feel bad for that family too. I mean, 23-year-old woman, you never want to see it. And
that shit ugly, man.
I mean, we've seen something in the past with Dante Stallworth, that I believe it was.
I'm gonna tell you somebody else. I need to check on this too. I want to know what happened with Kansas City Coach Son. He did something like this last year. I mean, year 4 last. What it was last year in the Super Bowl? In Kansas City, I don't know, the offense coordinator, defense coordinator, somebody, his son was in a car accident and he killed somebody. And I think his son was drunk. I can't remember. I think they was in Tampa Bay. Yes, it was in Tampa Bay because they tried to use that as a little excuse. Somebody said the offense coordinator had something going on and he went in the game, whatever. I think they scored him a 9 point. Yeah, his son was just in the incident in the last Super Bowl that just went down. But I don't know what happened though. I don't know what happened with him. I don't know what it was the same incident. Shot. He was drunk and he killed somebody, victim homicide.
It's unfortunate, man. But I mean, if anything, I mean, it just kind of makes sure that, I mean, because being in the NFL, this news gets out to the world, and hopefully, whenever somebody you decide to go out and have some fun, do it responsibly.
Get up on your shit, man. One thing about that ain't even for nobody in the NFL or whatever. That's for anybody, bro. Because when they boil down to it, trouble is you can make one mistake, bro, one, and your whole life turned upside down.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about this boy 22 years old, man. 22. This right here could really can possibility in his career, he may not catch another football again in the NFL, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the last of his. I think that's the last thing he's kind of either thinking about.
I feel on that part. Okay, but whatever he worried about, one mistake is the cause of it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and they finna turn his whole life around. I'm talking about his whole life finna be upside down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
I'm talking about
it's really unfortunate.
But I think Kansas City can kill them though. With that going on, I think Kansas City can kill them.
Well, you know, and the team that I was high on coming into the season, into this season, was also the Chargers. I said, you know, be careful with the Chargers.
But the way they just played England.
The Chargers, they kind of been making the same mistakes as last year. They just can't finish these games out. So it makes you think: was it the coach, or is it something to do with
they got new coaching staff.
Players.
It's a new coaching staff, so I can't put it on the coach. Not this year. It's a new coaching staff. They ain't got the same coach staff they had last year. They got a new coaching staff.
I will say this: that head coach looks very sharp. Looks very smart man. I mean, he knows what to say.
He make them believe he got good confidence in them folks. Like the Chargers right now. The Chargers exactly where I said they were gonna be at. I said they're gonna come in second in the division. Right now they is second.
Yeah.
So I said the Raiders and the Broncos were gonna be fighting for third. I mean fight for last. The Broncos there right now. But then my only two disappointments in the AFC. We got the same thing. Chiefs and Browns.
Let me ask you this: let's transition to the thing. Who's been your biggest surprise in the AFC?
I was just finna say that. I was just finna ask you that.
I want you to go. First.
I promise you, I was finna ask you that. I was like, well, who your?
That's why you're my boy. You know.
You know what
going on. You're my boy.
You know who it is. You know who it is in the Cincinnati Bengals. You know that in the AFC. In the AFC, that's Cincinnati Bengals. I ain't trying to be funny, man. I ain't picked Cincinnati to do what they do, man. I picked Cincinnati to come last in the division. I said Cleveland gonna come first. Baltimore gonna come second. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh were gonna fight for last. Cincinnati is the biggest shocker right now to me. Was in the AFC.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense because, I mean, I did not expect the Ravens to look as good as what they've been looking, and they look really good coming in. Well, let me rephrase that. They had their mistakes, but they were closing out games very good. Like, in other words, to the end of the wire, they were able to stay in the game and come away with the clutch catches and the clutch scoring positions.
That you need to do to win.
Yeah, and we were seeing a different type of quarterback with Lamar. So
you're right about that. I give credit about that.
Yeah, and they have been looking very impressive because a lot of us had the Browns winning that division. Yeah, rightfully so.
But I had the Ravens coming in second though.
But look at the Bengals. The Bengals took down the Ravens, and that was an actual very, very important game.
The Bengals finna try to win the division.
But I'll tell you this: the AFC North is still strong, man. It's still strong.
I still say I say they're the second. I say they're the second toughest division in football. I put the NFC West at the best division in football. But I say the AFC North come behind it. In the NFC though.
Let's talk about the NFC.
I got more big disappointment in the NFC.
No, the biggest surprise, like in other words, good surprise.
But I'm saying, we can go to surprise then disappointment. We do surprise first.
Well, it's up to you, however you want to do it. This is your show, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I start off with a surprise. I'm saying surprise first. I'm saying because it sounds better off. And so then get to the other. Right now, my biggest surprise in the NFC. Shit. I'm gonna be true to anybody. It's gonna be like, for real. My biggest surprise is the New Orleans Saints.
It's easy. It's easy. We saw Drew Brees retire. I mean, literally in the offseason. So
yeah, that's my biggest surprise, man. I ain't lying.
And they're still fighting even after losing Jameis Winston this last Sunday.
They play the Falcons this Sunday. I believe New Orleans gonna win that game. But this gonna tell me a whole lot about if New Orleans really gonna make the playoffs. Because I picked them not to make the playoffs. Matter of fact, I picked New Orleans to be fighting with the Falcons at the end of the year for the last of the division. To be truthful. But it seems like I'm saying Sunday let me know what they're going on now because they play each other. So Sunday let me know what they're going on tonight. But the Saints is the most surprising team to me in the NFC. I'm saying just straight up and down. Nobody. I can't call out nobody. Nothing else. Really. And that ain't surprising. That disappointing. So okay. And Seattle. I'm not Seattle, but the Saints. They're my biggest surprise. Who yours in the NFC?
Man, the Cardinals, man, they came out. I mean, they just got their first loss, and they got their loss against the Green Bay Packers, who everybody knows anytime you play against Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna fight all the way to the end.
He's gonna do it. Who you get out there?
Yeah, and that was unfortunate because that game really shook up Kyler. It shook up the whole team. That defense came to play, and they were able to get the win. And the Cardinals had the best. They were the only undefeated team left in the NFL.
Yeah, Green Bay freaked them.
And that's because
I thought they were going to win the game. I thought they were going to win the game.
And that's because the Cardinals come out of the NFC West, which you said, which is that you felt is the toughest division, which I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, now, like we said earlier in the show, the Rams getting Von Miller.
Well, you know what's going on.
Yeah. So right now, both of them are 7-1 right now. The Rams and
the
Rams and the Cardinals. So you can also add the Rams there for me too, because I mean I didn't expect them to gel that quick, that fast, especially with their new quarterback.
Like both the teams you just called out. Like yeah. I'm saying I expected the Rams to be good because they had Matthew Stafford. I know he was better than Jared Goff. I'm saying and
yeah, but still I didn't think they would gel.
I didn't expect the Cardinals. I didn't expect the Cardinals to be top of the division like that at 7-1. But I expected the Cardinals to be good, and the reason why I seen all the move they made in the offseason. And when I seen that J.J. Watt move, they could free up Chandler Jones, let Chandler Jones get some one-on-one. When I seen that, I hate that boy Malcolm Butler. He got some mental problems or whatever. Something going on with him. I remember when they signed him though, he don't play, but he ain't been playing. When they signed him, and I seen another couple of veterans and shit, they signed AJ Green and shit out there, and they got that boy, the running back from Pittsburgh, Connor. I was like, and I was paying attention to Arizona last year when Kyler Murray hurt his knee. Before he hurt his knee, they was 62 before he hurt his knee. He hurt his knee, they went down here. I was like, but they go. I like I'm saying before I'm still standing on this. I got, but I will come out. I picked 3 teams to come out of the division to go to the playoffs. I'm dead, so I picked the 3 teams.
I think some people actually thought that all 4 teams would come out of that division in the playoffs.
I just stayed with 3. I thought, but right now, I had the 49ers to win that division.
Yeah, and I heard the same thing. I know some people that had the 49ers come out of the division. I said it was going to be between the Seahawks and the Rams coming out as top dogs in that division, but Russell Wilson went down and just not the same team,
I didn't expect Russell Wilson to go down, but I didn't think they were going to be good just because of their defense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, with Russell Wilson, he gives you he's just like Aaron Rodgers. He's already at the Aaron Rodgers level where he gives you the best opportunity to win a game.
Yeah.
And he can make some clutch passes.
I don't want the bad things out there. I don't want bad thing out there, to be real.
Yeah. He can make some.
If I had anything to do with Seattle, I'd be out trying to find me a legit running back. I'm talking about a real one, a real running. Not no folks I can go get and they had a couple. I'm talking about go get me the real one. Well, you could have done with them folks for real, because then Russell Wilson got to run around so much.
Man, he needs an offensive line, man, and he needs a whole defense too.
Yeah, that defense is toilet stool.
Yeah.
But the reason why I said go get him a running back, because I know they focus on the offense on there. They don't even care about the real defense. They did. When they win the championship, when they were going to the Super Bowl and they were winning, they cared about the defense. But when they started going to the Pete Carroll mode and they weren't worried about the offense or whatever, that's why I said the running back. But you're right about the offensive line. You can't never go wrong with the offensive line. Never.
Yeah, for sure.
But they in the spot that I thought they were gonna be in. They last in their division. I picked them to be last right now. I mean, beginning of the year. Right now, they on pace of going the way I said. The 49ers and the Cardinals. The Cardinals number 1. 49-3. I thought it was gonna be switched. I thought the 49 were gonna be the best team in that division right now.
I'm not ready to count them out though. I mean, Jimmy G looked that last game with Jimmy G, he looked good.
Or get the Bears. Somebody get the Bears.
Good.
Yeah, he feel like if he played with a purpose, he looked like he been listening to what folk been saying. How he played like them 2 times he took out running the score.
Yeah.
You see how he take it out, how he moving like shit. Well, I can do this, you can take that from me.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, yeah, that was probably one of his best games. Well, no, that was his best game of the season. So, I mean, if he could do that and keep that up, he's gonna he's gonna help the 49ers just get back into it. Because if you look at the way that offense the way Coach Kyle Shanahan has that offense, it doesn't matter who is running back, they're gonna do good, man.
It is scheme. It is scheme.
Yeah.
You just need a quarterback. You just need the quarterback to make good decisions.
Correct. You're absolutely right.
You gotta make good decisions. Because the way they run the ball, you're gonna get some opening. Somebody gonna be open. You can believe that. You just got how fast you know who's gonna be open.
Yeah.
The way they run the ball, and the injury to killers and shit. They cornerbacks and all that shit. That the injury board been hitting them for the last couple of years. For real, the injury board been hitting them for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
They might be getting matter of fact, who they play who they play? They play Arizona this week. Well, you know what's going on. Now the 49 win this game. Oh yeah, that 3 team making it to the playoff. That shit still strong. And the 49 can win this game. If the 49 can win this game, and they playing in San Francisco too. So they play Arizona. But so they can win this game, they be going on the right track.
So what we got next? What we got next?
But who your most disappointing team right now in the NFC?
In the NFC, let me double check my notes here. In the NFC, oh yeah, I said it was the Seahawks, but you know a lot of it is.
You said the Seahawks? I'm sorry, you said the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's good, but I mean a lot of it has to do with that injury. But I mean, still, I'll throw a notable mention there. How about the Washington football team? I really thought that they were going to get that was going to be the Cowboys' biggest obstacle to winning the division, but they do not look like the same.
Well, I tell you no lie. This on everything I love. I can go back and find episode 2. I knew Washington wasn't gonna be doing too much this year, man. When I seen him go get Ryan Fitzpatrick, I was like, man, what are you gonna do? What can he do? He never did nothing. So I said, he never did nothing, no disrespect. So I'm saying, ain't nothing but a solid backup. So if he's a solid backup, that means he's good to get me 6-7 games.
Y'all want to play 17. That defense is not the same defense.
Now the defense been suspect to death. Yeah. The defense ain't been the same defense from last year. And that boy Sweat just got hurt too.
Yeah, I saw that. He broke a broken jaw. Yeah, a broken jaw. It was just, unusual. But yeah, man, I mean, that's one of those names out there that you could throw up there too. The Washington football team's not what we thought they were going to be.
But I'm looking at to be truthful. Now I say the Giants, man. I picked the Giants. I say the Giants is one of the most disappointing teams to me right now. I can't say Seattle because I picked Seattle where they at. They at where I thought they'd be. I thought the Giants was gonna do what you said Washington was gonna do. I thought it was gonna be this year. The Giants fighting the Cowboys for the division.
And the Giants are all over the place right now, man. Offensively and defensively.
They don't know what they really don't know. I don't know what their identity is.
They got to really look at themselves in the mirror and see, is Daniel Jones the future? Now, I will tell you this: Daniel Jones is a fighter, man. That guy, he's gonna stand tall in that pocket, but he's gonna take the hits, and he gives you a fighting chance. But it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I mean, this week alone that we're in right now, you're seeing all these. You're seeing almost all the, like, all their star power got tested positive for COVID, which is crazy. It's just insane.
COVID got you fucked all the way up. I'm telling you now, one thing about that COVID did with this season, if you're betting, well, you better pay. You gotta think about that COVID all year round. When this football season, cause like the Aaron Rodgers move, man, please. I'm saying this. I believe Kansas City gonna win. So I'm saying I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, but what you feel better with? Aaron Rodgers coming out here playing on Sunday against Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, or Jordan Love? Cause Aaron Rodgers got the coronavirus. Man.
Well, look, I'll tell you this much right now. I think that this is a great situation for the Packers, man, because they're throwing Jordan Love out there against, ultimately one of the. Well, yes, the defense is kind of sus, but he's going to have to compete with, even though right now he has not played his best football, he's got to go against.
He got to go shot for shot.
Yeah, with Patrick Mahomes, right? And a lot of people, I don't know how many people know this, but coming out of college, some people compared Jordan Love, not me. They compared Jordan Love to a
young Patrick Mahomes.
To a poor man's Patrick Mahomes. So I will tell you this is kind of like a blessing in disguise for the Packers, man, because they're going to be able to see if they have a franchise quarterback after A-Rod. Because if they don't get to see him live and in an actual NFL season against an actual NFL team, you're not going to be able to truly give him a good. You're not going to have a good feel, and you don't want to be that team that goes into the off season and not knowing if your quarterback's going to be able to make the plays that he needs to allow you to get back in the playoffs after Aaron Rodgers has left.
Yeah. But so. When they ball down to it, the Packers, I know the Packers come to try to win their game. I know that. There ain't no cut on it. It's a regular game. They got to try to win their game. But
my expectation is the Chiefs are going to win this game.
Me too. I know that you go. I'm saying no, but I feel the same way. But I'm asking you this: when you were saying about the Packers going to see what they really got, what they're working with for next
with
year.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, with Jordan Love. To do that is can they win the game like that? And what I mean by that is to find out what you got, he got to throw the ball 25, 30 times.
And this is a good test for him. But I will say this.
If he throw the ball 25, 30 times, can he win the game, throw the ball 25, 30 times? That means Aaron Jones ain't getting the ball that much now.
Any given Sunday, man. But I will tell you this, they lost some players, man. They lost Tanyan. I know they're getting Devontae Adams back. They're going to be getting.
What kind of kids do they got?
That you see, and that's the biggest. That's the biggest question. That's the biggest question right there.
That's the question I'm really trying. I'm like, for them to win their game, and like I said, Aaron Jones got to have over 150 yards. Aaron Jones got to be busting that motherfucker. I'm talking about busting, staying in second and three. Like how they were playing against Arizona. You see how he got there Arizona? He kept on getting the second and three and third and two and shit like that. If you keep Jordan Love in it, so then you can turn the corner and little shit like that, you can hit him with a draw or little quick screenplay, you all right. But to do that, you got to get about Aaron Jones. That means that means Jordan can't throw the ball but probably 20 times to the most. If he start throwing the ball 25, 30 times, oh man, they just got beat by 15, 17 points.
Any given Sunday, it's possible that the Packers can come away with a win because that Chiefs defense has not been playing some good ball lately.
I believe this week gonna make like Chiefs got a defense because they playing somebody they ain't never seen there before.
Yeah, it's true that, man.
That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel. That's what I mean by the coronavirus just changed the whole dimension of the game. And let's say Jordan Love do show out. If he show all the way out and win, they really with the head with Aaron Rodgers now like shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they'll say that, but I think
they won't say that now.
I'm
they'll
pretty
feel
sure.
confident. They'll feel confident.
Yeah, they'll feel good in the offseason knowing that they can part ways with Aaron Rodgers, which is what we've been. Well, that's what we heard during the offseason was after this year they're gonna mutually go their own ways, right? So
But if Jordan Love go out there and he don't cut the mustard, let's say he look bad. Man, them folks will come to Aaron Rodgers with more paper and everything, man. Please don't go. I'm saying, please, I'm sorry. So they gonna come with all that. So this is real interesting. It's real interesting because Kansas City lose this game. They threw.
Yeah.
They threw.
I think so too. I mean,
I believe Aaron Rodgers would make them lose the game though.
Well, the thing is that division is not the easiest division to have that type of mess up, right? You're still in a position to get yourself back into contention, but you got the
Raiders and the Chargers in front of you. The Chargers done beat you for time.
Yeah. And you get far back, and man, it's hard to catch up.
I think the Chargers play Philadelphia or something like that. So the Chiefs got it, and I don't think the Chiefs don't want a home game. I don't think the Chiefs don't want a home game this year.
Yeah, Chargers are playing the Eagles this week. Yes, you're right.
But I don't think the Chiefs have not won a home game this year.
The Chiefs are
0-4 at home.
At home, they're actually 2-2. At home. Oh wait. Yeah, it shows them down as 2-2.
Oh yeah, they're 2-2 at home. My bad. I ain't started 2-2.
Yeah,
I thought they had not won at home, but they just played the Giants at home. So yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they're 2-2 away. So I mean. Yeah.
They badly, but
they need. This is a must win. This is a must win game for the Chiefs, man.
I believe it. The coronavirus just killed Green Bay's chance of getting the number 1 seed.
Man, it's all that right now. It's the most important thing. So let's talk about. Let's jump into that next section. I mean, what do we got next? What's on board?
What was it? Who you think the best team in the NFC?
Ask me that about the AFC first, because I think the NFC deserves a little bit more talking.
Okay, who you think the best team in the AFC right now?
Right now the best team in the AFC right now, even though they're not playing like the way they did last year, I'm going to give it to the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to give it to the Buffalo Bills just because I trust them just a little bit more than the Tennessee Titans, even though the Titans have the best record in the AFC. The Titans are 6-2, and the Bills are 5-2.
Here we go. So you know what it is all with.
Yeah, well,
they don't want to got 80 pieces, but they want to got to 2021 80 pieces. They ain't gonna get 2015 80 pieces.
Who's your AFC team?
Man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. And I've been getting these folk hell. I swear I've been getting these folk number hell. Every week I give them hell. I give them hell every week. But in the AFC, the only reason why I will not pick Buffalo, because Buffalo don't like to run the football. But they ball down to they're gonna throw the football. They just want to throw the football.
Yeah.
You want to run the football at times. I say Baltimore, man. That's the only thing I love. I say Baltimore. And I ain't gonna anybody who don't really been hearing me talk about Baltimore, I've been really getting him head. Every time Lamar Jackson go out and do something bad, I'm like, man, he tripping. Look at him. I told he ain't all that. Y'all think he ain't all that. But when they boil down to it, but home a problem. He a real problem. And if your defense ain't up the tank, boy, he gonna run circles around your head.
Yeah.
So I believe, like if I met like when they boil down to, I don't think nobody but the Bengals. The Bengals can match up with the Ravens because they play them 2 times a year. I know you. With all of those, the Raiders, they got away. When they beat Lamar Jackson fumbled the ball. I'm saying, I'm like, okay, you won. I don't think they'll beat them again. Ain't physical enough. I'm saying, you got them folk that ain't physical enough. The Chargers, I think the Chargers play them tougher the next time they play them. If it's a better time frame. But anything at 1 o'clock in Baltimore, they're gonna do them the same goddamn way again. So I don't see nobody. I like Baltimore. I think Baltimore the best team in the AFC for right now.
Yeah.
And I think Buffalo second. I get Buffalo close second though. A close second.
I really, really enjoy seeing those type of games with the Ravens. Can they pull out that crucial? Can they pull off the win in a crucial situation in the fourth quarter with no time, no timeouts, and they've been doing that this year. And
Lamar Jackson been doing it with what he do. And that's how
yes,
they got better.
This is a big time year for Lamar Jackson. If he could take that next step, wow, watch out. The Ravens could be a team that will be unstoppable and get really hot and can possibly get into the playoffs and punch their ticket into the actual Super Bowl this year. So they're a very strong team. The only thing is I'm not I know that I just like the Bills Mafia culture. I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing inconsistencies, but I just like Josh Allen. I think that he's a playmaker by heart. You give it in his hands, and he'll run it if he has to. But he's looking to throw that ball every single time. So that's just my opinion. But
it stand good to your opinion. Stand damn good.
Yeah, for sure.
We just picked two teams at 5-2.
Yeah.
With a 71.4 winning percentage.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't be mad about that. You can't. No, you can't. That shit stand for itself.
Yeah, for sure. So now we're gonna talk NFC.
Yeah, who you like NFC? We got the same team in NFC, man. I'll take that back. We probably don't.
Man,
we probably don't.
Last time, the Braves won the World Series.
And the last time the people showed. Yeah.
That was 1995.
Yeah, I remember all that. I can go back there. I was around there. I was screaming there.
Yeah, I was around. I wasn't a teenager yet. Well, maybe I was a teenager. But I was still a youngin', and I was able to watch. I understood football.
Yeah, I was teenager.
And I remember when the Braves won the World Series, the Dallas Cowboys were winning their last Super Bowl. Yeah, so if it takes a Braves World Series win, then for the Cowboys, for the Cowboys to get their 6th Super Bowl, right? That chase for 6. Yeah. Man, how about them? How about them Dallas Cowboys right now? I mean, they are hitting it on all cylinders. I'll tell you this: this is a different team. It's a different team, and it's grown on me. This team has grown on me because as a Cowboys fan, we always feel, this is why people hate Cowboy fans. We always feel like this is our year is the year, right? And
because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
It's America's team, baby. It's America's team. But let's get back to the facts, man. Let's get back to the facts. From what I'm seeing I'm seeing an offensive team, an offensive line, an offensive group that plays together, that has each other's back, and they're trying to win every single play, every single down, every single time they run, every time there's a pass caught. I mean, they're fighting. And what I'm seeing on defense is, what I like. regardless of what people want to say, I'm seeing a defense that's able to stop the run. Now, I understand if we look at the teams that they've played, the running backs are not, Zeke Elliott's or high profile names.
Cook pretty good.
Yeah, but I will say this, and I'm going to add this to that, is last year the Cowboys finished 31st against the rush. The rush defense was ranked 31st in the entire NFL.
If you don't remember that, all you gotta do is think about the game we played Cleveland. Cleveland ran for 300 yards on that.
Well, I understand, but it didn't matter. Last year it didn't matter what running back was running against us. We were giving up 100. Where I think the average was like 164 yards a game, which was insane. So that meant that anybody could run through the Cowboys. And you know what? This year they're stopping. It doesn't matter who it is. They're going to stop. They're going to stop the run. And what I'm seeing is I see a young, hungry defense. And I mean, Trayvon Diggs he's had a magical start to a year. Eventually we knew that he wasn't going to be able to keep intercepting the ball every single week, right? But maybe
It makes you start throwing them motherfucker over there, though. I bet you did.
Well, I'll tell you this. He does give up the play. He does give up plays, but you know what? He's always looking to make a play on the ball. And you know what? When you look at that Adam Thielen, that Adam Thielen had scored on that crossing route.
After that, the movie went off. It went off after that. Ain't no more.
But I'm just saying, look at what happened. Trayvon Diggs gave up that play because it's just in his nature, man, to just go up there and get the ball. And I mean, you just saw his hand. You saw his hand. You saw his hand go up there, and he just barely missed that ball, man. It looked like he almost made a play, and he looked like he was going to take it to the house too.
You think he's a wide receiver?
Well, he is a wide receiver. You know,
he still got that same mentality. He still got the same mentality. I don't want to be like. I like Anthony Brown too, though. I've been liking him. I like him. He does. I ain't gonna say I've been liking him.
You know what?
He does see that Buccaneers game.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first 2 weeks he had a rough start, but he's been playing ball. He's been playing some solid technical football. So yeah, and then Micah Parsons has been looking lights out.
He was still in the draft.
Yeah.
When it came to Micah Parsons, I'm not an Atlanta Falcons fan, but you know they had the 4th pick in the draft, so I had to break down who I was like, man, who the Falcons should get. I said the Falcons went outfit. They should have went and got the boy Pittsburgh running back, Najee Harris. I said the Falcons should have got him.
Man.
They didn't. Then I said if they don't want to get him and they want to go defense, they need to go get that boy Martin Parsons, number 11.
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons. I said they need to go get him. Home playmaker, home make plays. They didn't go get him. The team that I love.
This last game, what do you have? 10 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Yeah. So I mean,
a lot of don't play. I was just shot.
He sees ball, he gets ball, and
he got no for the ball.
He's making plays. He's making plays. Even when you don't see him on the screen, you just see him. But I mean, if you put on the
always around the ball. He always around the ball.
I love it because he always has his shoulder square. If you go put on the all 22, the NFL Game Pass, you can see he's always alert. He's always seeing what's going on. Hey man, right now
you can't beat him with no fake or none of that. You can't beat him with no fake reverse, and you gave him the big man. He always go exactly.
He's disciplined. I'll tell you this, and Dan Quinn has done a great job as far as getting his team ready week in and week out. And you know what?
Mike, that's the it factor right there. What you just said. You can call right there. Dan Quinn.
Let's give credit to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy actually studies the actual officials that are officiating that game to see their tendencies, man.
All right.
That is something on a different level right there.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah, he just that actually was today that they said that they study the actual officials. So like whatever officials are officiating, like right now, Jets are down 10-35 to the Colts. So whatever officials are calling the game. 35. Yeah, it's 35-10 right now.
If I say them for one ain't gonna cover, them for done covered out here.
so like whatever officiating team is there, they're already studying the officiating team. So when the Cowboys actually get there, they'll know what they call easily. So if they like to call, they call pass interference easy, they're gonna make sure that their players are not putting too much hands on them.
Don't be too aggressive.
Let me ask you, who's your NFC team?
Rams.
Wow.
I'm a Cowboy fan to the heart, you know that. But
yeah, I know that.
Right now, I think the Rams the best team in the NFC. But the Cowboys come right behind them. I think the Cowboys come right behind them. And down to it, if we healthy and we can run the football, we can beat them. But boy, it's gonna be hard to beat them. You gotta be with the move the Rams just made with the Von Miller. You gonna have to have an outstanding outfit. Don't talk about your outfit. Got to be like the Cowboys outfit, or Tampa Bay offense, or I want to say Kansas City offense, but they need to be throwing interceptions all the time. Them really like the best 2 outfits I can say right now: the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Your outfit got to be outstanding. If your outfit outstanding, then you might score 17 to 20 points on the round. Yeah. But if it ain't outstanding, it's just Lord have mercy or average. But those folks ain't getting a number 10 points, maybe 13. It's gonna be hard to beat them. I like the Rams. I like the Rams. I like the Rams. I like the Rams.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that that's a bad call at all. I think the Rams right now that's the team that the Cowboys have to be careful with. But they cannot get ahead. The Cowboys cannot get ahead of themselves. They got the Broncos. This is a trap game for the Cowboys. They got the Broncos this week, and then they got the Saints, and then down the line they got the Cardinals.
Oh no! They got the Broncos. Then we play the Falcons.
I'm sorry, the Falcons. The Falcons could be a trap game also for the Cowboys.
No. Ain't no way to hit.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you why. This is what I'm telling you why both of these guys is not a trap game to me. This is what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say. Both of the games we talking about. The Denver Broncos and the Falcons. The reason why I say the Denver Broncos in a trap game, because the Denver Broncos gonna give it to them. The way they play football, they gonna give it to them. When they just play Washington, I'm looking at them folk, man. Them folk, they at home now. They at the crib. Them folk fumbling the ball. They got the lead trying to run the clock out. They fumbled the ball 2 times on their drive.
That's crazy, right?
2 times, and one on they lost. I think Melvin Gordon lost. I don't believe in Teddy Bridgewater at all. I think he got a fractured foot or something wrong with him. He ain't running around. Marshall what is it? Randy Gregory, them folks finna go eat that man. They finna eat him.
Yeah.
They finna eat him. When it comes to the
that offensive line, I mean, if you match up the defensive line versus the offensive line, the Cowboys are a little bit more favored.
We finna eat him. If we lose that game, I'd be mad. I'd be pissed off. Yeah. Like, really, man, if you're gonna lose, why you lose to Minnesota? If you're gonna lose, so I believe we'll beat them. The week after that, we play the Falcons. If Calvin Ridley not out there, man, there ain't no truck. There ain't no. When we brought out to, we'll put Diggs on that tight end and tell you to come on with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought the trap game. Out of these 3 games the Cowboys played, Minnesota, Denver, Falcons. These 3 games I was just looking at. I thought Minnesota was gonna be the one to beat us because I knew Dak wasn't gonna play. We won that game. The next 2 games it's nothing.
I like the way you said it, man. Well, I mean, you gave me a little bit of reassurance. There.
Yeah, that's how I really feel.
I ain't
no talking to them like that, but that's how I feel. I'm like they especially the game right here at the house. We just came out a big game and win in Minnesota, but that defense finna go eat. That defense finna go eat.
And Dak just announced that he is ready to go.
Yeah, he put that defense finna go eat. I hope CD Down don't play because I heard he got.
I think he had a sprained ankle.
I think it was a calf.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a sprained ankle, but CeeDee Lamb's a dog, man. I
don't need him playing the game though. I don't need him playing the game. Sit him out. Michael Gallup coming back. The game.
CeeDee Lamb's the type of he's like a Zeke. He's like a Zeke.
That Prescott the same way we told his head to sit down. Sit down, watch the game, go there to the coaching staff and watch film, look what's going on, see what they're doing, and we'll be back shaking that week. Let Michael Gallup come out there with that other boy, Wilson, and you can move the ball, man. You can still move the ball. For sure. Denver got a young secondary. Man, go out there and work them folk, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You ain't finna miss a beat with Michael Gallup. You ain't finna miss a beat. Michael Gallup and Dak Prescott been on the same page. They ain't get out of it. So
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how they bring Gallup back into the equation for sure.
I've been looking at it. I've been thinking about that too. I've been saying, I think y'all had him on your podcast one before. West Coast football, West Coast Cowboy. Yes, his name West Coast Cowboy. I was talking to him. We were going back and forth the other day. And he was saying, he stressing about running the football, and I'm the same way that, but I like to run the football. But he come out and said, they got to have all 40 wide receivers on the field at the same time. I'm like, no, I don't need that. I don't need you to come out here. We finna add out and we no. We don't all the 4 out now. No, we don't need all to do all that. This is what I would do. Was that with Amari Cooper being a little neat up with his house screen or whatever. I'm finna be rotate him out a pretty good bit.
Hey, Cedric Wilson's been playing lights out.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna rotate Amari Cooper out a lot. I'm saying with the house screen problem he got. I ain't say he got a problem, but he tweaked the house screen a little bit. I'm finna work him out. I'm finna let Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup, whoever. We're gonna let him come out a couple plays or whatever and work it like that. But I ain't finna come out there with it. I come out there with the 4 wide receivers sometime, but all of those we gotta have them on the field all at the same time all the time. Now, hell no. Cause now you're taking a blocker off a blocker off the field, and you're going away from your run game. You're going away from your run game.
I mean, it's a good point. I understand both sides though. We don't need all that, because ideally, if it said
it may look good to get Tampa Bay.
Well, yes, because look, statistically wise, the teams that are very successful run a 12-man formation.
Yeah.
So
two tight ends set.
That's a 2 tight end set, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
So if you run that type of offense, your success rate is a lot better, especially when you're rushing the ball. So you do not need 4 wide receivers. Yes, that's good to have because you're threatening. You're gonna expose that offense, and you're gonna make everybody drop back into coverage. And yeah, that could help you out on some runs, but you can't be doing it on every single down.
No. Somebody on the sideline.
Numbers don't lie. I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of conservative. But I trust the numbers a little bit.
I feel the same way. I ain't with that.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. If CeeDee Lamb is not going to be at 100%, but he can suit up and he can run a couple routes, I'm going to use him because he possesses threat, and people are going to have to respect that. He draws a lot of attention. So yeah, if he can't play, don't play him. I mean, let's do the
I wouldn't play him this week. I promise. I
mean, I think Tyron Smith is not gonna play this week.
He ain't playing. So I think
Terrence Steele, who was playing right tackle, now is the starting left tackle.
Are they gonna put Connor? Oh, Connor for to go with Steele.
Yeah.
Steele's been doing good though. Steele's been doing real good.
He has. He's been playing some solid ball. It's not perfect, but he's been playing a very high level.
He's damn good ball. So, one more thing before we get up out of here.
All right.
With the 4 wide receivers set, they put a lot of pressure on your offensive line. So they put a lot of pressure on your offensive line. So
because
you got Steele one-on-one a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he can't do that, but I don't want nobody out there. I don't even want Tyron Smith to keep doing one-on-one, because if you do, he's gonna mess around, hurt his ankle, hurt his back. You know what I'm saying? Something gonna happen to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like situations like that. With them 2 tight ends, he come with it. But with them 2 tight ends, you help your tackles. Your tackles get help. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't come as wide on them and out. That's why that shit be so successful. So
look at Dalton Schultz, man. I mean, he's one of the better pass blocking tight end. I'm sorry, run blocking tight ends. But now he's becoming a real.
I beat Wisconsin before Blake Jarwin got hurt. Jarwin wasn't playing. He was straight. Blake Jarwin
Jarwin. The way I always saw Jarwin was, I saw him more of a pass catching.
Yeah, but he was starting. He was starting. Before he hurt.
And now, like you said, I mean, he's catching the ball just as good as what Blake Jarwin is.
So now he got that experience from I think from last year when Hall hurt him knee. So now he's great. I didn't think, I know he come from Stanford. I remember when we drafted him. I remember when we drafted him.
And Stanford runs a pro style offense, and their tight ends are run blockers.
Yes, I remember when we drafted. I think we drafted about 2 years ago. I believe 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember.
I believe it was. This is his 4th season with the Cowboys. Yeah, he's up for contract. He's up for contract. So let's see how the Cowboys do to keep all these. I mean, man, it'd be nice to keep the Gallups and.
Gallup. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Gallup. I hate to say that, but he gone. And
I know. We need.
This how I know he gone. The way that boy Wilson playing, I know he gone.
Yeah, we need Schultz. Well, we need to re-sign Cedric Wilson. We need to start re-signing Schultz.
We're gonna re-sign Cedric Wilson. We got to re-sign Gallup because we can get Wilson for cheaper.
we got a lot of players on 1-year deals right now, so we gotta
I'm
be
talking about
careful
on that defense there, they Jerome Curse
on defense. Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
I just wanted to stay healthy, man. If we stay healthy, I believe we'll be a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? They just put up with that. If I can keep a Cowboy healthy, it'll be a tough fight.
Man, you know what? Whatever happens this year, I'm just happy to see the Cowboys they're ascending in the right direction. So even if this year is not the year, you know what? Watch out for next year, man.
I want to agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying, but I picked them for the beginning of the year. I picked them to go to the NFC Championship game. I was like, well, we gotta go to the NFC Championship game. This year, we gotta go to the NFC Championship game. Anything less than the NFC Championship game, it was a bust year for the Cowboys unless we get injured. So there's some I ain't gonna say nobody name because I don't want nobody to get.
No, but I think this is the year that the Cowboys get that monkey off of their back, and they're gonna.
NFC Championship game me that though.
Yeah.
Get put out in the second round. Ain't getting the monkey out your back because we done did that. We did that year 4 last. The last time we had a full season with that Prescott, we did that.
Yeah.
I think we lost to the Rams or some shit. Then we lost to the Rams. They ran the ball. Yeah. They ran the ball like hell on that. Both of them running backs had over 100 yards.
They did. Yeah, it was 2 running backs. Yeah.
Both of them had over 100 yards.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think one of them, Mike Anderson.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, number 35, right?
Yes.
He looked like he didn't even look like a football player playing.
that was year 4 last. We made it to the second round of the playoff.
Yeah.
This year, but we don't make it to the NFC Championship game. But it's some bullshit. I'm mad about that. That pissed me off. Everything I love. I ain't predicting that to go to the Super Bowl. I ain't predicting nothing. I ain't predicting to win the Super Bowl. None of that. But we supposed to be in the NFC trying to represent the NFC this year.
Every year.
The NFC. That's on everything I love. Without an injury, with the team that I see come out every week. Hey man, I don't see number really 2 teams that can give us a challenge. Arizona comes second, and the Rams come first. And we're all down to it. And the reason why I put Arizona at second, because you can run the ball on Arizona.
Yeah.
Well,
like you said, I mean, the NFC West was the toughest division right now in all football.
Like I want to play. I believe if we play Tampa Bay again, we'll straighten them. That's on everything I love. We'll straighten them next time we play them. Next time we'll straighten them. Cause see,
yeah, for sure.
This is what I like about it if we play them. And I hope folks remember this guy's name. And I might say his name wrong. Because if I say his name wrong, my bad. But I've been keeping up with him since he came out of Kentucky and we drafted him. Number 24, I think his name Calvin Joseph. Number 24, cornerback.
Yeah,
he just got activated this Sunday against Minnesota. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he played a couple snaps too.
Yes, I know he did. So I didn't get to see too many snaps because I was doing a lot of things with him. I kept up with him, saying I like Shouter. I really like that guy. So we drafted him out of Kentucky, cornerback. I think he like 6'2" or 6'1" or something like that.
Yeah. He's a long.
Yeah, he's fast and he's feels
long, fast. Yeah.
And he was gonna be the starting corner. He was gonna be our number 2 corner at the beginning of the year, but he got injured some kind of way.
Yeah.
The next time, by the time the playoff time comes, God forbid nobody don't get hurt, and he's still playing. Shouter gonna be on the field. And I like that matchup again. I like him matching up against any of them folk. Your Mike Evans.
What does he go by? Big boss.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. That's his name. Boss man. Yeah, boss man. Yeah. They got boss man. That's his name. That's his name.
Or is it Big Boss Fat?
Big Boss Fat. That's his name. Big Boss Man Fat. That's his name. Boss Man. Yeah, shout out to Boss Man Fat, man. Real talk. I follow him on IG. That's his name. I follow him on IG. I be messing with his music and stuff. He got a lot of the music. Y'all go check him out. I don't got none of the music, but I like him. And when he get all the way back in the mix, the defense gonna be straight. So that you gonna have to be able to come on with it. You better come on with it. And I think
for sure.
I think we'll screen Tampa Bay. That's good. Before the season started, I picked Tampa Bay and the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So, I know the Rams and Arizona will be coming this hard.
That's a nice pick.
I still got that. I still got the Cowboys in the building. And we may be playing the Rams, Arizona, or somebody. But I said the Rams in the Tampa Bay. So I'll go for that. Jerry, what you want to tell these folks before we get out of here, man? You know, we'll get to talking to man. We'll never stop.
Man, man, you know what? This is it doesn't get any better than the NFL, man. Year round, the news is always hot. It's probably one of the best things ever. It's better than any TV show series. It's better than any
Oh,
sport
yeah.
in the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's great to have America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, in this situation. But in reality, man, I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to everybody that supports, the East West Football Network, that supports you, that supports, Walter, that supports also Big Block, right? Because I'll tell you this, we all love just talking about what we love, and that's football.
Simple. So that's simple.
Yeah, and you know what? It's amazing when we can all get together and we can actually put and construct an actual great conversation that everybody wants to hear, right? We don't have to listen to, what a network's going to tell us what to listen to. No, we're talking about real. We're talking about
network telling the folk what to say. You know what I'm saying? They say you got to say that. You can't say it. You can't say that. No, that ain't real talk. That fan talk. So that ain't real talk.
Yeah, and we're talking real football.
Yeah, real talk.
And I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you to everybody that tunes in, that listens. And you know what? I mean, every week it's just gonna get better and better for everybody. And hopefully we'll see. Hopefully we could do this again, and hopefully we'll be able to see who's
next. Know that.
Yeah, we'll see exactly who got that number one seed. That we're gonna have to get on a podcast after we find out who gets the number one seed, man.
Yeah,
they're gonna talk about that.
That didn't want to tell you what's going on. We'll get the number one seed. I think that's 2 games to go to the Super Bowl. So they played 2 games to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I know one thing. We better not get that number one seed. You're through if we get the number one seed.
Nah, I think
if the Cowboys get the number one seed, we through. Nah. They through. They through. They gone. They gone. If they get the number one seed, they gone. They gone.
I think that this Cowboys team has shooken off a lot of the skeletons they've had in their closet for years.
That's what they better hold. They better hope the Cowboys don't get the number one seed. Because they get the number one seed, they get the first round bye. And they got to play number 2 games. Oh man, that means Arizona, Green Bay, the Rams, them 4 teams. 2 of them teams gonna be gone by the time we play them. By the time we play, at least 2 of them teams.
And they're gonna be a tired team that just got out of a dog. Yes. They got out of a dog fight.
So then we ain't gotta be number 2 or the 4. It gotta be number 2 or the 4.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the one I'm looking for. That's the main mode. They better not let the Cowboys get the number 1 seed for real. That's on everything I look. They mess around and let the Cowboys get the number 1 seed. I might say that NFC Championship game and win and say, bro, I don't see nothing but the Super Bowl. Because I can't see nothing there. 2 games.
Yeah.
Both of them at your house. I know the first game you're supposed to win. You're gonna be supposed to win it off emotion just on we here. Michael Parsons running around like he crazy and everything, but he's on. Well, I can't. That'll be a problem. That'll be a problem. They can't let them get the number 1 seed. That'll be a problem.
Sure.
But Jerry, I appreciate you, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me, man. East West Football Podcast, man. They're the team, man. All the way live, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. I thank everybody who stay tuned to me or stay tuned to whatever I got going on. Who stay tuned to whatever me or the team got going on. Everybody, Block, Kendall, Fendale, East West Football Podcast, Jerry, Walter, everybody. Anybody got something to do with
West Coast Cowboy.
Yeah, West Coast Cowboy, everybody, man. I'm saying anybody that got something to do with some sport talk, man. Anybody who got something to do with it, man. I appreciate them. I'm down with them 100%. Because it's all about your opinion. I'm saying everybody got an opinion. I'm saying if you can't listen to a person's opinion, who is you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to listen to people's opinions because everybody got one. Even if it's wrong or right, it don't make no difference. Because it's still an opinion. I'm saying everybody ain't right, everybody ain't wrong. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all tune in, man. I'm on all podcast platforms. Same as East West Football Podcast on all podcast platforms. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. Fucking with my guy Jerry, man, from East West Football Podcast, man. You know that sport. Sponsored by Highlight Commodity. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.